everyone, and welcome to another video. Yes, things are still working their way through, and I'm still trying to figure out a perfect place for recording in regards to showing off all of my awesome pop culture stuff, but I'm still in the midst of unpacking. Luckily, things have really taken a turn for the better. Lots of good things have been put together in terms of brand new furniture. I have a shelf that's built, and it's already housing a lot of my DVDs as well as my music, so I'm just really excited to see that things are really taking shape, and I have a feeling that in the next week and a half everything will officially be done, and I am hoping to have a brand new spot. But I feel that today, in this video, which is going to be another tag video, it is only appropriate that this is the one that I bring to your attention. This is called, originally, Behind the Booktube tag. Now obviously I am not much of a booktuber, although I do enjoy talking about books, but I decided to call it Behind the YouTube tag. And I found out about this because of Jenni King. It was a tag that was done by Caiti at TheBookWanderer, and I really liked the tag because of the fact that it really brought people behind the scenes of some of their favorite YouTubers finding out how their videos are made. I get a lot of questions about my recording process and all of that stuff, so I felt that it would only be appropriate that I do this tag, and I thank Jenni for doing this and also pushing me to do this because she's really excited to see it. So there are a couple of questions, and once I finish these, I will definitely be tagging a very important and select group of YouTubers. So the first question is, what kind of camera do you use? It's not much. I actually have a flip cam. It was the reason why I started making YouTube videos. Before that, I was actually using my camera on my smartphone, but, you know, I have no issues with it, even though so many people have gotten much more high-tech in terms of their cameras. I think that the flip really does what it's supposed to do, and I love the fact that you can upload your videos directly to your computer, but I'm sure all the cameras can do that, but for now, this does the job, and I'm completely fine with it. The next question is, do you use any additional equipment, like a lighting or tripod or microphone? No, I don't. I just use my regular sound. Obviously, you guys hear an echo because I'm in a completely brand new room, and I'm sure that the more furniture that gets in here, the less the echo will actually sound, but I really don't feel the need to do so because I just like to be a natural kind of person, and that's basically what I do in terms of my videos. And if the lighting is bad today, by the way, I really apologize. We're also still looking for lights here, so we're doing everything that we can. The next question is scripted or spontaneous? How do you plan what you are going to say in your video? Well, sometimes it's spontaneous. Like if I go to a movie or if I just listen to a CD and I know exactly what I'm going to say, I'm just going to sit right in front of the camera and just speak my mind. Granted, there may be a couple of things that I may forget, and if I really do want to add those into my video, I will just record another piece to add to the full video that I will eventually get to edit. But if I do a One That Got Away, or an Out of the Vault, or a throwback day, I will actually sit with a notepad and just take notes while I am watching the movie or while I'm listening to an album or watching a television show, just to make sure that if it takes a little while to get to recording that video, I will know all of the important things that I definitely wanted to talk about. Now, in regards to things like Gnome Docs, there of course are scripts, and it takes me a while because I want to make sure that I get everything done correctly, and when it comes to doing a live show, I also like to have some notes. If I'm going to be doing some collaborations, I do want to make sure that I do speak to the people off the camera beforehand, a couple of weeks beforehand actually, and just make sure that we all know exactly what we are going to discuss. The next question is, how many takes do you do when filming? Honestly, it all depends. Sometimes I could have a perfect one take. Sometimes I stumble a little bit and I redo the dialogue while the video is recording and just edit what I don't want to have in there. Sometimes I'll even keep it in there if it's funny enough for like an outtake or a blooper or something special at the end of the video. But it really is all depending on exactly how focused I am in regards to making the video and knowing what I have to say. The next question is, if you use music in your videos, where do you find it? Well, that's a very tough question because these days, no matter where you find your music, unless it is in the YouTube music selection, there's a very good chance that you will get caught for copyright infringement, and this whole ordeal that's going on with where's the fair use, that's a whole other topic for another time. I don't even know if I'll even talk about it, but if I do want to use recorded music from a source that is copyrighted, I don't use too much of it. I will only run the minimal time, or I will keep it very, very low in the background, because I feel that if you're using copywritten music, as long as you are speaking over it and not letting the music drive your video, it is going to be something that you can use. In regards to where I find it, it's usually music that I have in my own CD collection, that I have uploaded onto my computer or my iPod, or even things that I have actually downloaded off of MP3 downloadable sites. The next question is, how do you make your thumbnails? I just go into my editing software and I do a motion capture shot, and then I go into Microsoft Paint and work from there. And I get the movie posters or album covers or TV show posters from Google Images. Very easy to find. The next question is, what do you use to edit your videos? I just use Windows Movie Maker. I'm really not an editing kind of guy, even though I really do enjoy using editing software, but I don't use the fancy stuff like Final Cut Pro or anything like that. I'm sure that if I actually sat down with a friend of mine like the notorious Mr. Beagle, he could totally show me how to use a program that's complex. But for now, I use Windows Movie Maker, and I use it because it just, for me, gets the job done. The next question is, any tips or tricks or hacks when it comes to filming or editing? Well, note-taking is definitely essential. If you're not somebody that knows how to think off the top of their head or talk a mile a minute, then a notepad with sitting down and watching your television show or reading your book or watching your movie, as long as you know there are certain things in there that just grab you and you want to talk about them, just make little bullet points on a notepad with a pen or pencil, whatever you want. And in regards to film editing, it's really just about having patience. A lot of people think that that is the toughest part of the video making process, but it really is about just watching carefully and listening to what you're saying and just knowing how to time yourself perfectly. If you're a musician, there's a very good chance that you are an excellent editor because you just have great timing. If you're in the acting industry, that's another thing because you have that timing mindset. But I am someone who has done things outside of those fields in which timing is essential. So that's pretty much how I have developed those tricks. And the final question is, in your opinion, what makes a good video from a production standpoint? Well, number one is a good plan, whether it is scripted or not, knowing exactly what you want to talk about, being willing to retake, reshoot, what have you, be willing to sit in front of your computer as long as you feel it is necessary to make sure that your video is perfectly edited, and more importantly, making sure that you are as calm and as engaging and as confident and passionate and natural as you can be. I don't think I ever have used that many adjectives to describe a person in such a short period of time in a video, but that's the way I look at it. Just do it, and if you definitely enjoy it, you will have the perfect video. So that is the behind the YouTube tag. Once again, I am so glad that I was able to get this done because this was a fantastic tag to do. But now it is time for me to tag some people, and I am going to be tagging 4 people that I truly admire and just adore their videos. And I want to know how they make them and what they do to put the time in to make their videos as great as they are. So I'm going to be tagging Art from the ATZ show, or ATZ Reviews, whatever you are calling your show this day, my friend. My good friend Sarah Ella, Bree Fauché, and probably one of the most hilarious people on YouTube in regards to reviewing film, Ash from the Captain Vitus show. I would love to know how all 4 of you put your amazing work together. And if you haven't been tagged in this video, I would love to see a video from you because I'm sure that you are all fantastic YouTubers and put in so much time and passion into your projects. So if you would like to do the behind the YouTube tag, or if you want to call it behind the booktube tag, I would love to see your videos as well. But for now, that's it for me, and I'm appreciative of the fact that you all came to watch today, so I will see you in the next one, and actions speak louder than words.